Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Blender. And today we're going to be revisiting flashlights. Something we made a long time ago. I think we did a pretty good job on it before, but I just wanted to just come back and do another one. I think I lost my old one, and I thought I might end up using one in the future, so I thought, why not start with this? So if you need one and you'd like to make it with me, why don't you go ahead and get started. Make a cylinder, turn it sideways over here on the 90 degree. You may need to size all this stuff first. I'll leave that up to you. Just going to make something around the size of the flashlight we want. Maybe actually, if we go back and we hit S, we can grow it more evenly together, and maybe that's a little bit better for our initial shape. Like that, maybe a bit longer. Mess around. Your flashlight's going to be different than mine, but I'm sure you can use all these little tips and clues to help you along the way. So let's get started. We'll go into edit mode. We're going to hit tab. And once in edit mode, we're going to click off everything. We're going to hit Control R. Then we're going to drag this to the front. And what we're going to do is, usually there's a lens cap. So we're going to go a little farther than where we want the lens cap to go. And I'm going to explain why as I go. We're going to make a second ring with Control R again. And we're going to drag it up. This time, actually, let's just leave it for now. And we're going to make yet another one. And we're going to drag it real close to that one. And the reason being is when we dip in on the other one, which we're going to highlight. Now, somebody did tell me a way to highlight the whole ring with one button, but I forget. And I haven't been doing Blender for a while, so if you're out there, feel free to let me know again. And I'm so sorry I forgot your tip. I know it's a time saver, and it's a really good tip. I think I just pushed the wrong button there. Let's see. Oh, let's make sure we got it all. Just reversed it. So I'm going to hit S here, and we're just going to shrink it down a little bit, like so. Maybe we want to boost it in one way or the other. Let's move our view over. We'll change our axis up here. We'll just go in here. And if we want to, we can grab this other one. Maybe we'll just bring it together. Maybe I should have made them a little closer together in the first place. But I didn't want to lose the initial shape because it's going to be hard to match it again if we did it the other way. So that looks pretty good. Something like that. We'll grab this. We're going to hit I. Oh, make sure you're on faces up here. I'm on both. I'm going to go, that's just edges. I'm going to turn that off and just go to faces. Just so we don't make a mistake. Click off, click on, hit I. And we're going to go in until about there. And yours may be different, but then we'll go in this way a little bit. So for at the front of the flashlight, we can color this a different color and make it more look like a clear lens. Maybe put a bulb behind it if you really want to. Next, we are going to make another ring. We're going to bring it up to around where we want the tip of the head of the flashlight to start dipping in. So I think about there. Seems right to me, so I'm going to bring in my next one, and I can always move them around if we need to. It's just a little harder after you've already placed them. And we'll do about there, and then I'm going to go and turn. I'm going to hit Shift, for I can also highlight faces now, and hold Shift, and I'm going to left click that. So that'll actually shrink with me now, as you can see. And if I like it, then I'll hold it there, but I'll probably bring it in like that a little bit. And then I'll let go of everything and just grab that face at the end and drag it out a little bit, like so. So as you can see now, we got the basic shape for our flashlight. It looks pretty good to me anyways. You have a couple choices in the back end. We can actually bring this in again if we want, and you can make this piece separate. Say you're going to make a flashlight that actually opens and the batteries change and things like that. You're probably going to want to do this in two pieces. And if you're not, you can go ahead and do this in one piece. But just for the example, for it's easier for you guys, I'll make an extra piece to make this with for the back end. So I'm going to hit Shift A. I'm going to go to Mesh, and I'm going to go ahead and hit Cylinder. I'm going to turn it the same 90 degrees we had the other one. I'm going to bring it over here, and I'm going to watch this edge and try to match it as best as I can. You can see when it's too big, and you can see when it's perfect. That's perfect right there. See them overlapping each other perfectly. Another way to do that is you can probably just match the scales here. And they are different, oddly enough, but I think it's because of the way I changed the one. But anywho, we're going to go ahead and make this piece like so. And so let's go ahead and go into edit mode on this one, and we're going to hit control. We're going to click off everything. We're going to hit Control R. We're going to drag that right to the edge like this. And then we'll go to the face and left click. We're going to hit S and just shrink it like that. And if you want to actually hollow these out, now it'd be easy enough to do it. So you could go I, bring it over like that, hit E, drag it back, and then insert parts. And for the other piece, we just need to leave edit mode, highlight it, go back into edit mode, highlight the face, hit I, and put it around where you want your batteries to be. About that. They don't have to be exact as long as all parts line up. Then hit E and insert. Then you easily can, oops, sorry about that. And then we'll head out of edit mode. And then you can easily put your batteries inside and have them change out and all that. I'm not going to make those parts for you today. I'm going to let you use your creative imagination. If you really need help, you can leave me a comment in the comments, and maybe I'll make something for you, but I feel like you guys got that. So something like that. Since mine's going to be one piece, I will just finish this piece and attach them again, but you can leave yours 2 pieces. We're going to grab this back in. We're going to hit Control B, and we're just going to wrap it around a little bit like this because it's just going to look a little bit better. Now, if you're doing this in 2 pieces, we'll do this for the example. You're going to want to shade smooth. And you're going to want to grab the back, and you're going to want to shade smooth. You may have to go into here and change these. I think the parameters are supposed to be between 35 and 70 unless they've changed. So I'm pretty sure that's it right there. And we'll do the same for here. And again, that's inside of modifiers. So we have them both the same size. We'll go ahead and color this, but we need one more piece. We need to add a little flashlight button. So we're going to hit Shift A. And this is going to depend how you want to make your button, what you want to make it look like. I usually do a cylinder for this because I find it always looks the best, but you can do you. I shouldn't have shade smooth until this point, but that's okay. We can always reshade smooth. It's real easy. Something like that. Maybe a little bit smaller. Bring it up. Put it where you want it to be. Go into edit mode, click off everything, click the face, hit Control B, wrap it around, making a nice little button shape. You could make 2 of these, and you can also make a bool basically by Shift D and dragging this into here, and you can bool out the shape if you really want, and then make this slightly smaller, and then you will see a little circle around it, which some people are going to want that extra detail, some people aren't going to care. So that's up to you. I'll leave it up to you. I'm not going to do it. I'll just leave it in. But we will grab that, and so we're going to left click this, shift left click this, and then Control J, and that's going to join it all together. And we may have to shade smooth, and we need to just change this back after. We should be good. Okay, we got it. We can go into our coloring wheel now and quickly color it for you guys. And if you're looking for a different type of flashlight, if you want to describe it to me, I could try to make it for another video. I do make my own games. We're Queenfish Games. I'm the only artist, I should say. And we have a couple games out on Steam now. So if you'd like to check that out, go ahead and check out my channel after the video. But let's get this finished. Okay, we're already on there. So just for kicks, flashlights are usually black, but it doesn't matter. All you're doing is assigning a color slot, making it possible for it to be that color. Go into edit mode, we'll assign it just to make sure it's all assigned. This we have left separate. We do not have to give it a color unless we're going to make it more than one color. And the reason is if there's only one color, you're going to be able to assign that color to it. But if there's more than one color, you're going to need to assign them. And so we'll do some more color. I'm hoping I'm not confusing anybody, especially if you're new. I'm going to hit plus. We're going to make a second color, but I'm going to click off everything and I'm going to hit L over top of this. So our button's now highlighted and we're going to find a color for it. It doesn't matter, again, the color. It matters is that you give it a separate color for you're able to, once you import it to your game. There we go. Once you import it to your game, you're able to give it a different color in game because you're going to give it a different color once it gets into your gaming engine. And okay, so we're going to go highlight it a whole thing again, and we're going to just click on the face this time, click off, click on. Make sure it's just the face, and we're going to go ahead and add another color. And what I would do is when you import this to your game, you will be able to make two versions of this flashlight, one with the light bright and one with the light dim, and have the object switch when the person turns the flashlight on. I think that's the easiest way. I don't do the programming for our Queenfish games. I just do the art stuff, so I may be saying this wrong, but that's the idea I was given anyways. So anyways, there we go. Let's go ahead and color this because it's going to look funny, right? One way we could do this is just go Control J. It'll automatically color it. It'll add all the extra colors to it, but if we go L and then P and selection, we've now separated again. We can go set origin to geometry, and that's going to fix the control point. And all we got to do is eliminate the colors it's not using because we don't want to assign this thing that many colors. Now they're separated, but they're the same color. And easy enough, fast enough. I hope that helps you guys. Wait, one more thing I do think I should do is before when I did this, somebody asked for a handle, and I did give them one, but let's make a better version because I probably did it wrong back then. And probably used, what would you call that? A Boolean to hollow it out when it's more, I think it's better, honestly, not to as much as you can. And in this case, we really didn't have to. So let's throw a quick handle on too. So we'll make sure it's bigger than the other thing. So we'll do that. And then we would go something like this. Maybe we'll go a little bigger just for fitting purposes. Okay, so something like that. Now let's go on just faces. We'll grab either end. We'll hit Control B and we'll roll it in until it's hitting that edge right there. As you can see, there's a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of a gap, but that should do it. And then I would go pull that handle off, and I would grab the insides of that, and I would hit E, and then I would right-click to cancel. I would go to this. I would drag it in until it's right close together. I can't really see very well, but... And then I would probably delete the edges. So then I'd go delete faces, like that. And you may have to go in and fix that little edge there just by going, and I'm sure there's a better way to do it. Just highlight one, left click, shift left click, and then hit an F and patching that up. And this is the way I would do it because it would cause less vertices, and as we all know, the more vertices is the harder on resources. So I feel like that'd be the best way, and all the way around until it's fixed, and then probably to delete those inner rings after. Sorry, I forgot my train of thought. Something like that. It looks like it's a little long, but, and then if you wanted to put some finger marks in it, then I would probably rely on rings by going into edit mode and spreading them out, or just doing one at a time even might even do it, like putting one there, doing one, oops, right click, I'm going to cancel that. Going Control R, and then just grabbing where you want your fingers to be, a little indent, say there. Make sure I do this right. To there. Oh, I messed up there. Something like that, and then you would just drag it up, giving you that indent. So you can do that all the way along for all the fingers. And obviously you can either, I would just attach it after with a left click, shift left click to the item you want to attach to, then Control J. And if you want to give it a new color, at this point, when you go in edit mode, you just hit L because it is a separate item. It should highlight, and you can just give it a different color. Maybe you want to make it a darker black. There we go. There we go. And here you have it. I'm just going to move it up a little bit. And let's grab both pieces here. I'd like to thank you guys today for checking out the video, and I hope this helped you. I'm sure you're making a horror game if this is the way. And if you do, remember that the amount of detail that you add to something makes the difference in between how much somebody likes it. So take that extra time to make sure everything's done right, like that. I needed a shade smooth, just that. So I hope that helps, and make sure to leave a comment if it does. Tell me about your projects. I wish you tons of luck. Come check out my channel if you'd like to see some cool animations, if you'd like to see some of me playing my games, some of me reviewing other games, and just having a lot of fun. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.